And Murdo Fraser.
Thank you. This week, the widely respected economic think tank, the Fraser of Allender Institute, confirmed that, contrary to all the SNP claims about Tory cuts and Westminster austerity, the total Scottish Government budget is up in real terms 0.4% over 2010. And they go on to say that the way in which the Scottish Government presents its budget is flawed. And I quote, "The selective data it presents often appears designed to support their arguments rather than help inform debate." Presiding Officer, will the First Minister therefore take this opportunity to apologise on behalf of herself and her Finance Secretary for all the disgraceful spin they have put on their budget figures? And will she undertake to deliver a budget process that is fit for purpose?
First Minister.
I think I was really hoping that Murdo Fraser would get up and ask about this today, because it is a spectacular own goal on his behalf. Let me quote the Fraser of Allender Institute from the very blog that he cites here. It says, "In terms of discretionary spending and the amount the government has to spend on day-to-day public services such as schools and hospitals," they don't like to hear this, so I'm going to repeat it, Presiding Officer. "In terms of discretionary spending and the amount the government has to spend on day-to-day public services such as schools and hospitals, the budget has declined by around 5% in real terms since 2010-11. And it also makes clear that if we were to include all of the things in the calculation that Murdo Fraser says should be included to get to his measly 0.4%, then it would have to include Presiding Officer, money that, quote, is not real money that can be spent on goods and services. Now, I know the Tories frequently live in fantasy land, but I'm not sure how they think we can fund the health service or the education system with money that is not real and can't be spent on goods and services. So in terms of the money that this government has to spend on services across our country, to quote the Fraser of Allender, it has declined by 5% in real terms as a result of decisions taken by the Conservative government in Westminster.